Hi, friends. Sergeant Host Eric here, host of Talking with Fan People and Sergeant and the Type Police. We've got this CI, confidential informant. I think it was Amber picked him up for passing out cards that said INFJ or something. I don't know. Anyway, we agree we can drop the charge on him. We're going after bigger fish. Somebody claiming to be an INTJ. Somebody up in the brass really has it out for the purported INTJs, so that's why we're doing this. Anyway, that's who this gentleman is here. Is Taylor, the CI. A bit of a shady character, so keep your eyes on your stuff. Okay. Anyway, let's play a theme song and we'll proceed forward. There's always got to be a problem.
You could just edit the theme song into your videos.
That'd be so much harder than I have to edit. It's not usually this much.
You could do it once. You could choose your favorite theme song out of all the videos. Ones where Kim's hands are kind of coming in like this and stuff.
I'm just gonna play. I'm not even gonna start this video over. We're just gonna play the theme song now. Try as you might, you just can't hide, 'cause you're mistyped. And I've been waiting to pull you over all night. Type police, type police. Please pull that guy over. He says he's my INTJ, but seems extroverted, sensing to me. I think he's ESFP or type police. Welcome back to Type Police. Let's see who's beneath the badge. It is somebody who I've been prompted to type on multiple occasions now. This individual named Laura Iseley, or Iseley. Let's see what she has to say.
Hiya, it's Laura, and today I'm going to tell you all about the things that I hate. So as the new semester is about to start, I have come to the realization that I am just now getting over all of the emotional baggage from the last semester, which I guess just shows how dreadfully unprepared I am for the new semester. Pray tell, Laura, why do you have all of this emotional baggage? Well, I'd like to blame it on my type. If you're not aware, there is a popular personality test called the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, also known as MBTI. It was crafted by a mother-daughter pair in the fires of Mount Doom during the 1970s with the goal of enabling individuals to grow through an understanding and appreciation of individual differences in healthy personalities and to enhance harmony and productivity in diverse groups. By the way, that is word from word taken from the Myers and Briggs Foundation website, not the Mount Doom part. I just added that in myself. And before y'all come for me saying, it's not science, it's all yes, I am well aware that the Myers-Briggs test is not the gospel of psychology or anything, but since humanity is so desperate to segregate ourselves and stick a label on everything, in my own honest and humble opinion, I think the Myers-Briggs test is the best tool we have when classifying the many different personalities of humankind. Now that that is out of the way, what exactly is it? Well, it is a multiple choice questionnaire that you fill out however it suits you best, meaning there are no wrong nor right answers. At the end, a big old fat label is smacked to your forehead, branding you for life, where, like cattle, you are herded into your districts with other like-minded types where the government just decides. Okay, not really, but that would totally be some next level dystopian shit if that actually happened. There are 6.
Let me pause at 2 minutes. So, okay, there's a couple of, I guess, general responses that I have to it. First, I'd note that this video, being her MBTI video, has 1.3 thousand views, and the rest of her videos have like under 100 views. So, obviously, this is a topic that's serving her well on her channel. mean, it doesn't really appeal to me as media. I kind of want to get that out of the way right off the bat.
Why?
Well, because I don't think the humor is funny, and I don't think the affectation of the person she's playing here is really working, for me. As media, it seems like I'd want her to take a different approach to it or something. I don't know. But I don't want that to influence my typing of her at all. And it's not necessarily inconsistent with an INTJ that an INTJ might make media that I'm not particularly, it doesn't resonate with me exactly, because they do share no functions.
They have a quirky breadth of interests.
Right. I mean, do you think right now, are you feeling like it's plausible she's INTJ? Or,
I think it's plausible. I think that she's FI over FE.
yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that
she
right off the
started the
bat.
video talking about emotional baggage, and INTJs have that.
Well, she also talked about missing some dank memes. So, she's down with the
They
youth
also like
vernacular.
memes.
Yeah, they were, and youth vernacular. So, okay, yeah, I think she's FI. She's got an FI vibe about her for one thing, but beyond that, um, I don't know. I don't really have any justifications for it yet. Let's watch some more.
16 different types. Each type is a set of 4 letters that dictate your ideal or favorite world, how you perceive information, how you make decisions, and how you deal with the structure of the world around you. Each of these subcategories has 2 different options depending on how you answer the questions. Do some permutations and combinations of math, and bam! You've got 16 different types. So, on to the point of the video, what type am I? INTJ! I have taken the Myers-Briggs test both on paper in my psychology class and online at least a total of 5 times, and every single time I have gotten INTJ. Actually, I think I might have received INFJ once, but that was after finishing a TV show, and I always feel vulnerable and soft when that happens, okay? Is for introverts that hate parties.
3 minutes and 5 seconds. Is that? I guess it's not inconsistent with INTJ, but
Ye gad.
I'm muted. Okay. I think that she's an FI and a TE user.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She claims to be an INTJ, but since most people aren't intuitives, and since it seems that most people who take the MBTI at all score intuitive, I'm going to default her to an SJ until she shows a little bit of NI, because I just haven't seen anything to make me think she's in the minority.
Okay, right. Well, yeah, I guess significantly, let's see what she does with the actual ideas, if she's really coalescing shit down to. I mean, she's doing some sort of NI in the way that she's made the video. She's making a piece of polished media that's edited compared to, say, this video, which is going to be less polished and less edited than that. It's more reflective of a vision in one regard, what she's doing, although this particular thing that we're doing is fairly NI in its scope. But,
That could also be TE. That could just be a reflection of TE, too.
Right, that could be. And I guess I could certainly see ISTJ as being plausible, maybe even ESTJ as being plausible. So let's let's let her keep going.
N are for intuitive minds that are smarties. T is thinking very uncompassionately. J is judging you all with death glares all day long. And
Whew. I can only go 27 seconds. Alright, let's try it again. Let's present.
You don't have anything else to say about that song?
words are all we'll ever
As a
need.
musician,
At long last, it is with great joy that I present to you the top 5 things that you should never say to an INTJ.
Let me pause right there. So that was our 3-minute and 41-second intro. Now, I've been known to ramble on some intros before in the past myself. I'm not trying to diss her for a long intro, but now I'm starting to realize that's not very NI at all, because this video is not supposed to be about that. Right? Anyway, I mean,
oh,
I would buy 4th slot NE.
oh yeah. Which, say that again, 4th slot?
4th slot NE.
Making
ISTJ.
ESTJ.
ISTJ. Or 3rd slot NE, maybe. A little bit more active.
Would an ISTJ make that song?
Probably not. An ESTJ.
I think we just gotta drop TE kind of lower.
Okay, well, why do you think we have to drop TE lower? That's not a TE mistake. That's an NI mistake.
That's
That's just a mistake.
Kim, you're supposed to be the niceness
I
coordinator.
know, but you know what? It reminds me of Holly, and that shit like annoys me.
Okay, it reminds you of Holly. Holly being an ENFJ. What reminds you of Holly?
Where
about
they
it?
just like blast into anywhere and they don't care what anybody thinks, and they've got this like boisterous, obnoxious attitude, and they put off this persona that like, I don't care about any negative comments, but then at the end of the night they're just destroyed by what people think of them.
Then why would you say that?
I didn't I don't know.
I don't know either.
Your coordinator of niceness isn't very nice.
I might just have to edit this one a little bit, Kimmy. Okay, well, I'm not saying I'm going to necessarily. And look,
You better
You
not.
don't think this is obnoxious?
I do. I'm. She has 136 subscribers. If she had 10,000 subscribers, I'd be like, okay, you know, but she's trying to express herself. I want to be encouraging of that in general.
So you've got to be a bad fiance or a bully.
Look, I'm just saying I want to encourage the expressing of the self.
Well, then encourage her by saying some people find this extremely obnoxious.
That's encouraging her. This is Kim's idea of encouragement.
Well, you know, you've often said that I come with I'm not,
You use the FE stick, not the FE carrot.
yes. And that goes for Laura Iseley, too.
Laura, don't feel bad. I got beat with the FE stick plenty by this woman. She is quite the expert at it, let me tell you.
She swings that motherfucker around.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor, I've gone very light on you.
I know.
I think I'm afraid.
All right, well, let's see what she has to say about INTJs, okay? So, this is her understanding of the INTJ and how she matches up with it. Let's see what it says. Her understanding of cognitive functions is not demonstrated at all as far as just been a talk about MBTI dichotomies, but let's let her continue.
I'll call you sometime today.
Innocent, but deceiving. INTJs hate talking on the phone. And this isn't your casual call to granny or spilling tea with your bestie. This is for the calls that are strictly business, such as a job interview or work scheduling.
You must learn to talk on the phone to be successful professionally in a modern world.
We completely get that. But if you're going to arrange something with us, you better tell us exactly what time you're going to be calling, or else we do this.
Better keep my phone by my side in case they call now.
3 weeks later.
Any minute now. Can't get up just yet. They could call right now.
Many months later.
I'm so hungry. Centuries of my life have been wasted in preparation for this call.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new...
Pause it. This video has 85 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. 85 thumbs up for 1.3k views is pretty damn good. You know, I don't think I usually get that ratio. Probably not usually. So, the thing is, this is obviously appealing to somebody other than my type of person. Something like that. I don't know.
Or mine, or Kim's.
Right.
Alpha and beta quadras are out.
Okay, so look, I'm feeling a lot of S here as well. This first thing she said in terms of the function, she's saying, I need to know exactly what time you're going to call. That sounds like an ISTJ or maybe an ESTJ.
That doesn't sound like anything. Everybody hates, I hate talking on the phone.
No, but not that part. The fact that she wants to know exactly what time you're going to call. I want the conversation to be quick. Call whenever you feel like it. Just make it quick. You know?
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think that wanting to know precisely what time they're going to call would probably be more of an SI thing than an NI thing.
I also don't. There's really nothing SE-ish about that. I don't feel like
SE-ish, right?
So we can. I think that's not SE or NE.
No, I'm saying it's SI, not NI.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's let her see what her second thing is. Hopefully, we won't have a little play.
Is that SI? Ask Kim. I don't know.
Would you like to know exactly? Would you prefer to know exactly what time someone's going to call?
No.
Ruben would. Ruben's an SI tool user. Kim's an SI Dom. Kim says no, Ruben says yes. So if SI tool user, now that's not indicative of anything general. That's just a single.
I'm definitely not going to sit by the phone and wait for somebody to call.
A single correlation point. But I think.
To know when they're going to call is helpful.
I think it would be probably would make more sense as SI as a tool function if you want to know that than it would as a nature. Anyway, let's see what her second thing is.
Hello?
Hi, Laura. Something came up. Do you think that we could schedule the interview for tomorrow?
That's fine. Sure. No problem. Great. And not be bothered. But INTJs are so tediously perfectionistic that we have to mentally prepare for taking a phone call. Isolate ourselves in a room where we can take said phone call, and then we have to sit there with great anticipation. If you got that reference, I love you. In short, we are worrywarts that struggle with spur-of-the-moment interaction. So if you're going to call us, contact us, meet up with us, please, for both of our sakes, pick a designated time, and then give us an estimate for how long you think the interview will take. Lastly, stick by that time. It makes things a heck of a lot cleaner, simpler, and anxiety-free. Plus, we can both go about our days and be the busy little bees that we were always meant to be.
4. Because I said so. AKA logical, arbitrary standards/rules.
If you're going to make a rule, you best have your list of warrants to support it with you. INTJs absolutely hate rules that have no logical reasoning behind them. And it's not so much we're questioning your authority to be able to make the rules, or more so questioning why the rules were even put into place. A lot of INTJs tend to see righteousness in terms of black and white. If you have a lot of support for your rules and they make sense, black. If they don't, white. I guess the colors can be switched around too. It's just a metaphor, okay? Furthermore, when you use the excuse, because I told you so, it makes INTJs lose trust in you.
Right? What not?
Well, it does nothing to appeal to your ethos. Someone who makes good use of ethos rhetoric would have solid facts in support of their decision and wouldn't rely on authority alone in order to enforce regulations. NET. But you know, that's just my hot take on it.
3. anything if you're speaking over us.
I've said it before and I'll say it now. INTJs are the best listeners. Don't at me. You know it's true. Unfortunately, such a title comes with the fact that nobody ever listens to us. There are two types of no one is listening to me that happen to an INTJ. The first one is your generic, I gave somebody advice, they didn't take it, and now they're still complaining about it. Now this is a kind of metaphorical interruption. The kind that's only irritating on a superficial level.
Let me stop that. Evie! Hey, Evie! Damn it. So this thing about giving someone advice and them not taking it, and you going, why are you still complaining about it then? It's 7:18.
Okay, I'm at 7:13. Okay.
So I guess that might be something INTJ and ESTJ would share potentially, if we were thinking between the two possibilities.
I don't think that this list of things is revelatory at all about type. These are just all things people don't really like.
Well, but
arbitrary rules, being talked over, talking on the phone.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. But I do think that some of the things she's saying about them could be revelatory of her own perspective. The fact that she interprets giving someone advice, them not following it, and then subsequently complaining about something. Now, I would agree that that would normally be considered something that would bother anybody. I guess it would bother me. I have this problem with Kim a lot where I say, hey, you're complaining about this, I'm offering you solutions, and you're not taking them up. So maybe you're right on that one as well. Okay, so
she wants you to listen to the problems.
Thank you, Taylor.
Welcome, Kim. Hey, so how did you come across this culprit? Because she wasn't in my ring.
Who, this person? I got a text message to type police her. I've also gotten a couple of comments before asking me to type police her, and this time I said, okay, I'll do it. But I mean, okay, what do you think you can glean? Well, let's look at. Do you want to look at another one of her videos? It's probably still going to be more like performance-y stuff like this, I would guess, but we could check.
I mean, why don't we look at the evidence we have and figure out where we're at on this case? Because I think it's unlikely she's an INTJ. I just don't know that we have enough evidence to convict her of anything of something else.
Right. Well, I don't hear particularly good ideas. Like, I do hear some talk of ideas. When she was talking about what comprises a logical argument and what doesn't, what she was saying made sense, but it wasn't anything that was particularly insightful, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, the problem here, I just don't really see any NI, per se. And she seems pretty ass-eyed to me. Let's look at another one of her videos.
Her video topics, I mean, the second one she ever posted is a simple do-it-yourself Bulbasaur Pokemon planter. I think she's an ENFP.
Wait, look at this. Planning a bullet journal, January 2019. What I made for my family for Christmas, 2018. How to make that.
Making a sweater for my bunny.
Naughty and nice, easy DIY Santa Christmas romper. She's an ISTJ.
I followed Bob Ross's painting tutorial. ENFP.
Maybe. But really? I mean...
Hiya, it's Laura, and today I'm going to be following a Bob Ross painting tutorial. I'm super behind on the whole I tried following blank tutorial by blank person. I was just feeling super inspired recently.
Okay, this lady really reminds me of that lady who I TP'd, and she was with this other lady, and she claimed to be an INTJ as well. This one reminds me very much of her. I think I typed her as ISTJ, but this one seems more extroverted. But the FE seems she's the same spot basically.
2 out of 23 videos, almost 10% of her videos are related to bunny sweaters.
Okay, so let's just look at the topics here. Let's go down the list of these videos and let's talk about the different topics, and we'll see if that is consistent with an INTJ at all. And I think we're gonna find it probably isn't. Laura, you like to be creative. I like to be creative too, and I want to commend you for liking to be creative. I want to encourage you to continue to be creative. Okay, I don't want you to be discouraged about your creativity. But I don't think you're an INTJ. Let's see. Art unboxing mixed media challenge. Dyeing my hair with fish eggs. Using my own hair to make paintbrushes. Planning a bullet journal. What I made for my family for Christmas. Naughty nice romper. We don't have any real men in our life, so we made gingerbread men. Artists paint each other with the wrong hand. DIY Connor plushie from Detroit become human. DIY bunny hoodie.
People.
How to not meet famous people. Meeting Dan and Phil, introverts. Bunch of painting stuff. This is not an INTJ.
Nope.
She's going to
It's not a TJ at all.
No. You are not a TJ. You are either, you could be an ENFP like Taylor says. That's possible, but I don't think so. Once you said STJ, I can just smell it all over. But I am convinced she's an ISTJ. I don't think she's an ESTJ. She's got 7
You
slots.
still think she's an ISTJ?
7 slot FE. And 4 slot NE. And TE as a tool function. It all makes perfect sense. She's not writing. Her art is not writing. Her art is not singing and stuff like that. That would be more ENFP. She's totally doing ISTJ shit. Painting, which is, ISTJs like drawing and painting and stuff. If they're going to do any kind of art, they seek some of it because they're any fourth. This journal shit, how SI is that? And then making clothes and making hoodies and all of this stuff is STJ shit. Bulbasaur planter.
Eric, also, the only one that she has lots of views on is that INTJ one. The other ones don't have very many views. Oh, and that making a sweater for my bunny.
Melting my candle has 520 views. Melting all my candles together.
Dyeing my hair with fish eggs.
Making a sweater for my bunny 1 year ago was Easter, so that's why people were clicking on that. And then this other one is people are clicking it because they're interested in the type.
Right, I know. I understand that.
Other than that, she doesn't really have very many views.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. So the thing is, melting all of my candles together is a euphemism for a particularly, I think, kind of gross kind of sexual act.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
How do I not know about that? What is it?
Cam, remember that one thing that you refused to do? That's what they call melting all my candles together.
I refuse to do everything.
Oh. That's what I mean by melting all my candles together. Okay, well, lady, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go to the slammer. And I got to say, confidential informant Taylor, your information really paid off this time. You're free to go. I'm trading you in jail for this lady. Okay, we're gonna put her in jail instead. Congratulations, you get to go free.
Thanks.
All right, lady. So for you, Laura Iseley, you know where you're going. You're going to the most clean and well ordered part of the prison, the STJ part of the prison. where STJs who think they're NTJs go. And that's where you're going right now. So I, of course, have to make sure you stay in there. I have to close the prison cell doors. Here you go, lady. Into the slammer. Take a second for the slammer to work. Here we go. First set of doors, lady. Boom. And the lady STJ slammer. Now, to make sure you stay in there, it's going to go again. Usually, it does. Is it again? Yes. Thanks, by the way, Ray Barnhart. I should let you know that I use your video all the time in my videos. I do.
Is that the slammer guy?
Yeah, the slammer lady who's got, says, during our visit to Alcatraz, sorry it's so dark. That's a description of the prison cell doors closing, but she's got 58,000 views on it. So, anyway.
48 of them were you.
It's from 2011. It's taken her 8 years to get to 58,000 views. Okay, well, anyway, lady, you have a nice night in the slammer. We got to go home to our families. I'm going to just play the theme song, and I'm sure you'll work it out fine with the judge. Try as you might, you just can't hide, 'cause you're mistyped. And I've been waiting to pull you over all night. Type police, please pull that guy over. He says he's INTP, but seems extroverted, sensing